Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about the sign of Aquarius, or rather, having the sign of Aquarius as your ascendant. And we're doing a full in-depth analysis of that, so stick around and stay tuned if you're interested in that. So this is a full in-depth analysis of the sign Aquarius. Now, we're doing it as Aquarius Ascendant. Aquarius Ascendant, not Aquarius Sun sign, or, anything like that. So, why is the Ascendant so important? Because the Ascendant, it basically lays out your entire chart. So, what's in the 4th house, what's in the 6th house, what's in the 10th house. It lays out your entire chart because this is the sign that was rising from the horizon at the time of your birth. It's like, that's why we call it the Ascendant, because it's rising up above the horizon. And that sets the Earth's relationship with the cosmos, and the Earth's the Earth's relationship with every sign or rashi or in your chart. So anyway, so let's see here. So we have Aquarius Ascendant. Now, Aquarius, before we get into the analysis, if you guys are interested in anything that I have to offer, I have, astrology consultations with me and astrology readings, astrology reports. You can get all that stuff down here at gebodeshaman.com. Alright. So, Aquarius Ascendant, it's basically, Aquarius is it's said to be acting like Cancer. So Aquarius acts like Cancer. A lot of times when you have planets in Aquarius, they'll act quite like Cancer. And Cancer basically has this tough exterior shell where it's like it wants to protect itself, but it's really nurturing and loving and motherly. It's very sensitive on the inside, but it has a hard shell, a hard exterior. Same thing can be said with Aquarius. They have this weird way of thinking, this like eclectic kind of just eccentric way of thinking, and they're all about thinking out of the box, thinking ahead of their time, and future thinking and things like that. Now, of course, if you're saying, okay, well, I'm an Aquarius Ascendant and this isn't me at all, that could change with the planets, the grahas. You gotta look at where your moon is placed, especially. Where your sun is placed. Less important is the sun. But most importantly is the ascendant and the moon sign. But then you have to consider if you have any planetary aspects to your moon sign or your ascendant. So there's that. Let's see here. So that's a bit of a brief overview about Aquarius. And it's a very unique sign. It's, future thinking, eccentric. But really, what is the heart of Aquarius? It's Cancer. It wants to love on people. It wants to see humanity rise and do great things and be amazing, and it wants to see humanity do better, and so that's really important to Aquarius, and that's just like the motherly nature that somebody would have for, say, their friends or family. This motherly nature is now extended to the whole of humanity, a broader sense. So, anyway, let's get into the different signs of Aquarius. So, different houses. And you guys will have to excuse me. I'm gonna have to be clearing my throat throughout this, because I'm still recovering from sickness and got phlegm and stuff. Alright, so let's get into it. So, if Aquarius is in the first house, what do we have in the second house? We have Pisces. So, what is the second house? Second house is the house of your family, the house of your, like your family values, your values, what you value, and it's your inheritance. This is your life savings. This is the possessions that you have, the valuables. It is everything that you value, both on a materialistic level and a moral, ethical, everything. A lot of stuff can be seen from the second house. So we have Pisces in the second house. So what is Pisces? So Pisces is the sign of long distance travel, the other world, spirituality, becoming a monk, foreign places, foreign countries, foreign societies, things like that. So this person, they might have been very well traveled in their youth. Like their family might come from a very eclectic and diverse background, making their family kind of foreign. And it shows that like their family is like, just they feel, well, here's how the Aquarius experiences their family. They feel different than their family. They feel foreign. They feel like they can't relate. And of course this is going to be dependent on what planets are here, what's going on with this house, the sign, and things like that. But anyway, so yeah, this also means that your savings are going to be up and down. They'll be dwindling. You don't really care about savings. Like, that's something that you don't care about. Like, you just want to, like, it's just not that important to you. Sure, you might, you might have a lot of savings and stuff like that, but it's just not that important. Anyway, so then we have the third house, which is Aries. So Aries in the third house makes you a great communicator, makes you very fast with your communication. So this could be the person who, can text without even looking at the keyboard. They can, they'll be very fast in their communication, this also makes somebody very pointed in their communication. Very, to the point, very blunt and straightforward. not very tactical, or not very tactful, or just the words cut, the words hurt people. So that's something to be aware of. Like Aries in the 3rd house, you might say something and you might not mean to hurt anybody, but it could be perceived as very hurtful. So there's that. And then we have the 4th house. So we have Taurus in your 4th house. So yeah, this is very good. Very good placement. So we have the 4th house. What is 4th house? The house of mother, house of home, house of motherly nurturance. The 2nd house is more of like we're talking about the 2nd house. 2nd house is more of the nurturing that you got from your mother, the sustenance, the nutrition. So that's the nutrition that you got from your mother, is the 2nd house. And the nutrition is the values. It's what we value, it's what we love. So just like nutrition gets passed down from your mother through her milk, like the values, everything gets passed down to you from her and from your family. So it's kind of like what you learn from them, it's what you get from them, what you receive from them. You receive their values, you receive their perspectives on life and things like that. So anyway, so 4th house is actually the mother. So Taurus in the 4th house represents that's actually a good sign, because that means that your mother is providing you with all the material stuff that you need. Whether it's the proper nutrition, proper clothing, proper household environment, having a good roof over your head, and things like that. Being very grounded, very taken care of in this world. And then we have so that's Taurus. So that's really good. Then we have in the 5th house, we have Gemini. So that means that you like to have fun and romance and sex and play and things like that via communication. So communication can be a turn on for you. Communication, like banter, talking with somebody, getting to know them, things like that. It's like also having fun, like with the communication, like telling jokes to each other or things like that. It's like that stuff can really cause you to have a lot of fun and get you in the mood. That kind of thing. So then we have Cancer in the 6th house. So 6th house is the house of your daily routines, house of your daily habits, daily work routines, and it's also the house of enemies. So then we have Cancer here. So going along with these Pisces in the 2nd house kind of thing, you might have perceived or felt like you might have had enemies in your home life. And So whether that's a family member, a sibling, something like that. So your mother may have been, I mean, if we're going with the literal translation here, your mother might have been not so kind to you. If we're, I mean, the fourth house sounds like an awesome mother. However, the sixth house not so much. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. But it does show some emotional connection to your health, to wanting to be healthier. However, this does also show an emotional eater. Why is that? Because Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon waxes and wanes. It's in charge of emotions. So you might be an emotional eater. And yeah. So of course, guys, this depends on the planets, the other factors. I'm just giving you a basic kind of analysis here, or like it is a deeper analysis, but it's just Anyway, we have Leo in the 7th house. So Leo, well, I should say 7th house represents your partner, represents your spouse, and that is Leo. So this means that Leo represents government, represents the lion, represents someone who has all the public attention, who is very popular, celebrities, presidents. It represents authority, represents like acting and things like that. So you want to use your spouse's position and celebrity and authority and things like this, limelight and leadership, to kind of put your ideals out there, to kind of get more attention for yourself, and to because Aquarius thing is better humanity. So you want to use that authority, that leadership, that position to better humanity. And so you'll see a lot of first ladies. A lot of first ladies, what do? Their president, their husband is the president, so then they are, in charge of humanitarianism, humanitarian efforts, bettering humanity and things like that. So this is the the spouse. So let's say the husband is president, that's Leo. Spouse would be Aquarius, trying to, so the husband might be more concerned with things on the domestic front, helping the country, things like that. And then this Aquarius person is like looking at all of humanity, how we can help all of humanity. So there's that. So this means that your partner might be someone who is very very expressive, just very kind of wanting the attention for him or herself. Your partner might have some kind of an authority, some kind of position or rank, in the government or something really high powered. So there you go. And then we have the let's see. So we have 6. So we have Virgo in the 8th house. So, Virgo in the 8th. Yeah, I mean, house, 8th house is, 8th house is sudden transformations, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses, sudden, it represents birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses. And then we have Virgo, which is more of the service type. It's intellect, communication. It's, less so communication, but it's intellect, it's analysis, it is being critical, critical thinking, things like that. So yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one. It's, I will say Virgo, that tends to preserve life. It's all about health and well-being. So you have the potential to, live a long time as long as you're working on yourself and caring for yourself. So there you go. And we have the 9th house. So we have Libra in the 9th house. So that's your guru. So 9th house is teachers, it's philosophy, religion, spirituality, higher education, professors, teachers, gurus, things like that. And 9th house is the house of luck. So, when you get into relationships, you can be lucky. It's basically insinuating gains from relationships. So, Libra is about balance as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. So Libra, you might, or Aquarius with Libra in the 9th house, you might study humanities. You might study society, history, something with a broader context. So, looking at the 7th house is 9th house. 9th house is basically the higher education. That's like the things that you study and things like that. So, Libra represents other people. It represents marketplaces. You might be an economist, something like that. Yeah, it just there's an interest in humanity, in history, in broad themes of humanity, seeing how far humanity has come and things like that. So that's Libra in the 7th house. It also might be a artistic kind of thing. So some kind of you might study art or art history or something like that. Then we have Scorpio in the 10th house. So this means that you would like to work in fields related to psychology. Psychology is huge for humanity because it's like, we all have these hidden issues that we're going through, these unconscious things. And when all of us have these things, it doesn't help humanity, it hurts humanity. So it's, Aquarius wants to go in there and really heal the unconscious of humanity. So Scorpio represents the unconscious mind. It represents deep psychological issues, deep stuff. So then we have, let's see. So, 8th house, 10th house, Scorpio. So that's pretty much the main themes that you're going to think about with Scorpio on the 10th, like fields of, psychology, psychiatry, some kind of a therapist or something like that. Anyway, then we have the 11th house. So the 11th from the 11th, and that is Sagittarius. So we have Sagittarius in the 11th house. So that means that you will gain. The 11th house is the house of gains. So that means that you're going to gain through humanity, through psychology, through not psychology, but like philosophy, through being philanthropic, being helpful to humanity, philosophy, spirituality, things like that. It also means that you'll gain through a guru. So if you have a guru, he will help you to have financial gains through teaching you things. So then we have the Capricorn in the 12th house. So you probably don't want to travel too much, or like there's some sense of limitation there with travel. Spirituality is hard work for you. It's like daily disciplines, daily spiritual practices, things like that. So yeah. Anyway, that's about it from me, guys. So if you want a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com. You can purchase my Qigong course there. I do have a bunch of stuff to offer you. So I do have an astrology certification course where you can be a certified Vedic astrologer and get your own website so that you can start making money from clients today. Then we have the astrology certification course, or the astrology consultations. So I do have career consultations, career readings, relationship readings, and just my standard readings that I do. So check those out. And then we also have birth time rectification. So if you don't know your birth time and you're like watching this video saying, am I really an Aquarius Ascendant, or am I Capricorn or Pisces, The Ascendant changes every 2 hours, guys. Every 2 hours. So it's very important to have an exact birth time so that way you can know what Ascendant you are. And not only that, we have different charts. So we have like a D1 birth chart, we have a D9 Navamsha, we have a D10 Dasamsha, different things like that. So it's very important to have the accurate birth time because those charts they get narrower. So let's say if your birth time is off by 30 minutes, it's going to be something different in the Navamsha or Dasamsha. So it's very important to have all your charts aligned with that same birth time. So anyway, so that way your reading is accurate, So I would highly recommend a birth time rectification if you don't know your exact birth time down to the minute. And then we have the career or the rune readings. So I'm also a rune reader, and if you want to find out more about that, you can go to my website gebodeshaman.com and check out my 9 world rune readings. Then we have the career coaching and life coaching services. So if you're confused about life, if you need direction, if you need guidance, if you need someone to bounce things off of, then I would highly recommend you check out my career consultations and life coaching services. And we also have the trauma healing course, also known as the emotional awareness course, and we have the distance energy healing course. We have the distance energy healing sessions with me. So if you'd like to purchase a session, then you can check that out on my website, gebodeshaman.com. And then we also have the Qigong courses. These are something that I've really, enjoyed doing. I do Qigong every single day. Been doing it for over 2 years, so it's really helpful to realign the energies of the body and to get your body, flowing and properly energy, the energy properly flowing and things like that. So it's very, very helpful to have that, that going on, because it really just helps people. It just helps things flow like they're supposed to flow. So anyway, guys, that is it for me, guys. So I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day, and that's it for me. So take care, guys. Peace.